Book of Hebrews. Easy to read version.
希伯来书，易读版本。
Chapter 12.
第12章。
Hebrews 12 highlights the importance of perseverance and discipline in the Christian faith.
希伯来书第12章强调了基督教信仰中坚持和纪律的重要性。
It encourages believers to follow Jesus' example of enduring hardship for joy in God's will, viewing God's discipline as loving correction.
他鼓励信徒效法耶稣的榜样，为喜乐和神的旨意而忍受苦难，将神的管教视为慈爱的管教。
The chapter warns against discouragement, urging believers to pursue holiness, peace, and worship with reverence, while reminding them of God's unshakable kingdom.
本章警告不要灰心，敦促信徒追求圣洁、和平和敬畏的敬拜，同时提醒他们上帝不可动摇的国度。
We have all these great people around us as examples. Their lives tell us what faith means. So we, too, should run the race that is before us and never quit. We should remove from our lives anything that would slow us down and the sin that so often makes us fall.
既然有这么多见证人像云彩一般围绕着我们，我们就要放下一切重担，摆脱容易缠累我们的罪，以坚忍的心奔跑我们前面的赛程。
We must never stop looking to Jesus. He is the leader of our faith, and He is the one who makes our faith complete. He suffered death on a cross, but He accepted the shame of the cross, as if it were nothing because of the joy He could see waiting for Him. And now He is sitting at the right side of God's throne.
定睛仰望为我们的信心创始成终的耶稣，他为了摆在前面的喜乐，就轻看羞辱，忍受了十字架的痛苦，如今已坐在上帝宝座的右边。
Think about Jesus. He patiently endured the angry insults that sinful people were shouting at Him. Think about Him so that you won't get discouraged and stop trying.
你们要思想忍受罪人如此顶撞的主，免得疲倦灰心。
You are struggling against sin, but you have not had to give up your life for the cause.
其实你们与罪恶搏斗，还没有抵挡到流血的地步。
You are children of God, and He speaks words of comfort to you. You have forgotten these words. My child, don't think the Lord's discipline is worth nothing. And don't stop trying when He corrects you.
你们难道忘了那像劝勉儿子一样劝勉你们的话吗？孩子啊，不可轻视主的管教，被他责备的时候也不要灰心。
The Lord disciplines everyone He loves. He punishes everyone He accepts as a child.
因为主管教他所爱的人，责罚他收纳的儿子。
So accept sufferings like a father's discipline. God does these things to you like a father correcting his children. You know that all children are disciplined by their fathers.
你们要忍受管教，上帝对待你们如同对待自己的儿子。哪有儿子不受父亲管教的呢？
So, if you never receive the discipline that every child must have, You are not true children and don't really belong to God.
做子女的都会受管教，如果没人管教你们，那你们就是私生子，不是儿子。
We have all had fathers here on earth who corrected us with discipline, and we respected them. So it is even more important that we accept discipline from the Father of our spirits. If we do this, we will have life.
再者，我们的生身父亲管教我们，我们尚且敬重他们，何况是万灵之父，上帝管教我们，我们岂不更要顺服他，并得到生命吗？
Our fathers on earth disciplined us for a short time in the way they thought was best. But God disciplines us to help us so that we can be holy like Him.
我们的生身父亲是按自己以为好的标准暂时管教我们，但上帝是为了我们的益处而管教我们，使我们可以在他的圣洁上有份。
We don't enjoy discipline when we get it. It is painful. But later, after we have learned our lesson from it, we will enjoy the peace that comes from doing what is right.
被管教的滋味绝不好受，当时都很痛苦。但事后，那些受过管教的人会收获公义和平安的果子。
You have become weak, so make yourselves strong again.
所以，你们要举起下垂的手，挺直发酸的腿。
Live in the right way so that you will be saved and your weakness will not cause you to be lost.
修直脚下的路，使瘸腿的人不致扭伤脚，反得痊愈。
Try to live in peace with everyone. And try to keep your lives free from sin. Anyone whose life is not holy will never see the Lord.
你们要尽力与大家和睦相处，并要追求圣洁的生活，因为不圣洁的人不能见主。
Be careful that no one fails to get God's grace. Be careful that no one loses their faith and becomes like a bitter weed growing among you. Someone like that can ruin your whole group.
你们要谨慎，以免有人失去上帝的恩典，长出苦毒的根扰乱你们，玷污众人。
Be careful that no one commits sexual sin. And be careful that no one is like Esau and never thinks about God. As the oldest son, Esau would have inherited everything from his father. But he sold all that for a single meal.
要小心，免得有人像以扫那样淫乱，不敬虔。他为了一时的口腹之欲，卖了自己长子的名分。
You remember that after Esau did this, he wanted to get his father's blessing. He wanted that blessing so much that he cried. But his father refused to give him the blessing, because Esau could find no way to change what he had done.
你们知道，他后来想要承受父亲对长子的祝福，却遭到拒绝，虽然声泪俱下，终无法使父亲回心转意。
You have not come to a place that can be seen and touched, like the mountain the people of Israel saw, which was burning with fire and covered with darkness, gloom, and storms.
你们并非来到那座摸得到，有火焰、乌云、黑暗、狂风。
There is no sound of a trumpet or a voice speaking words like those they heard. When they heard the voice, they begged never to hear another word.
号角声和说话声的西奈山，听见这些声音的人都哀求，不要再向他们说话了。
They did not want to hear the command, if anything, even an animal, touches the mountain, it must be killed with stones.
因为他们承担不了所领受的命令，即便是动物靠近这山，也要用石头打死它。
What they saw was so terrible that Moses said, I am shaking with fear.
那情景实在可怕，就连摩西也说，我吓得发抖。
But you have come to Mount Zion, to the city of the living God, the heavenly Jerusalem. You have come to a place where thousands of angels have gathered to celebrate.
但你们现在来到了锡安山，永活上帝的城邑，天上的耶路撒冷，欢聚着千万天使的地方。
You have come to the meeting of God's firstborn children. Their names are written in heaven. You have come to God, the judge of all people. And you have come to the spirits of good people who have been made perfect.
这里有名字记录在天上的众长子的教会，有审判众人的上帝和已达到纯全的义人的灵魂。
You have come to Jesus, the one who brought the new agreement from God to his people. You have come to the sprinkled blood, that tells us about better things than the blood of Abel.
还有新约的中保耶稣和他所流的血，这血比亚伯的血发出更美的信息。
Be careful and don't refuse to listen when God speaks. Those people refused to listen to him when he warned them on earth. And they did not escape. Now God is speaking from heaven. So now it will be worse for those who refuse to listen to him.
你们必须谨慎，切勿拒绝对你们说话的上帝，因为以色列人违背了在地上警戒他们的人，尚且逃脱不了惩罚，何况我们违背从天上警戒我们的上帝呢？
When he spoke before, his voice shook the earth. But now he has promised, once again I will shake the earth, but I will also shake heaven.
那时上帝的声音震动了大地，但现在他应许说，再一次，我不单要震动地，还要震动天。
The words, once again clearly show us that everything that was created will be destroyed, that is, the things that can be shaken. And only what cannot be shaken will remain.
再一次，这句话是指上帝要挪去可以被震动的受造之物，使不能被震动的可以长存。
So we should be thankful, because we have a kingdom that cannot be shaken. And because we are thankful, we should worship God in a way that will please him. We should do this with respect and fear.
那么，既然我们承受的是一个不能被震动的国度，就要感恩，用虔诚和敬畏的心侍奉上帝，讨他喜悦。
Because our God is like a fire that can destroy us.
因为我们的上帝是烈火，